Welcome back to another episode of Crappy Movie Saturday, where I am breaking out with a whole bunch of disgusting acne and you don't even want to look at it. Don't you dare look at it. Today, I will be reviewing a really shitty movie. Usually, I review horror movies, but I've never reviewed an... Oh, technically, that one... I want to apologize for last weekend. I actually did. I swear to God, I uploaded a video and it didn't go through. And I had already deleted it from my phone for space to make more pictures and videos. So, there was supposed to be one for Crappy Movie Saturday, and I apologize for that. It was for Die Hard, or A Good Day to Die Hard, which was also going to be a movie review. So, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we can just say that the ABCs of Death was the Crappy Movie Saturday. Let's just say that. But today, I'm going to be reviewing my first action movie. And what great way to start a review for a shitty action movie than tell you the star of our shitty action movie is none other than Danny Trejo. You heard right, Danny Trejo. This movie is called Badass, and the title really deceives the people that are watching it. You think, oh, this movie... Excuse me, I haven't slept at all. This movie must be badass. It has a picture of Danny Trejo walking down the streets with a truck or a bus covered in graffiti and fire all over the ground, and he's carrying a baseball bat. You will notice one key thing. I will show you this right now. Hold on. I will show you this. Do you see it? You might not be able to see it because the play sign is blocking it in the way. But let me tell you what it is. He's wearing a fanny pack. I'm dead serious. Our main hero is wearing a fanny pack. Call off the guards, boys. We're not going to need to take this one in by force. This one's giving itself away for free. Now, the movie starts off innocently enough. Danny Trejo giving a little, I don't really want to call it backstory, because it's not really backstory. It's basically just an internal monologue that's not really an internal monologue, because it's basically him reviewing the situation that's about to happen from a standpoint within the future. Him telling a story, basically. He says some shit about everything used to be different, Holmes, until that one fateful day, until that one fateful cliche. Ha! I made a joke. That's a new one. Anyway, then it does a flashback of his entire life. It shows him as a kid, and then him as a teenager, and then him as a teenager going off to war and saying goodbye to his girlfriend. Then it shows him in Vietnam, or at least it doesn't even show him in Vietnam, really. It just shows a whole bunch of stock footage of Vietnam and the war, a lot of 70s footage. And then it shows... I didn't get any sleep, sorry. And then it shows some footage, or a little scene of him getting electrocuted. And then him saying, "Is that the best you got? Thank you. We needed that." Then it shows him returning home with none other than a weird Woodstock mullet and a mustache and goatee. He returns home to find his girlfriend, the one that he pledged that she pledged she would be with him when he got back after 7 years, has 2 kids. And I know we're supposed to feel bad. This entire movie, he's trying to make you feel bad for him, which is really stupid. And you'll see why once I explain the rest of the shit movie. Anyway, it shows that he can't get any jobs as in the police force or anywhere, so he has to live the rest of his life working at a hot dog stand. Until he's 60. Who the fuck is going to be working the same goddamn hot dog stand until they're 60? Please answer me that. Wouldn't something be different? And then another thing that you might have noticed from the screenshot. His enormously weird beard. He has a homeless person beard. Let me see if you can see that shit. Zoom in on that. Yeah, zoom in on that fucking beard. Look at that beard. Look at that fucking beard. See that shit? Did you see that fucking beard? That thing is a lot worse in 3D. Shit, I look disgusting. Anyway, basically, I'm gonna cover that shit up. It looks horrible. Basically, he looks like a homeless person. And his mother dies. But let's not get to that. Let's get to the point that we actually were at. Why they call him badass is because 2 bad people are trying to mess with a black guy, an old black man, on a bus. And he stands up and punches them in the face. And everyone captures it on video, like apparently all bus violence is. And he gets to become an internet icon sensation known as Badass. Because he punched 2 guys in the face. Anyone does that. My main grudge with this movie is the action scenes. They're pathetic. Like, I don't know about realistic action, because they move slow as fucking tortoises. They punch like fucking retards. They're swinging all over the goddamn place. That's a real punch. And Danny Trejo looks fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm scared of Danny Trejo. If he was to come here right now, he'd kill me. But in that movie, he was pathetic. I must say, it was sad. It was a poor performance. For one, his mom dies after he becomes an internet sensation. His best friend moves in with him, gets murdered because he had some hood shit that he was dealing with, and all he has left is a dog. He meets his new next-door neighbors, which is a wife, who gets beaten by her husband and has a cool son. Basically, throughout the movie, he protects her, and even though she's about 28 and he's 60, they fall in love. Not even kidding. They start making out, and they get married and some shit. Really? I mean, I've heard of... Like, how you know that she's not old is because when Danny Trejo comes in to protect her from her husband, he says, "What? You banging this old-ass man?" Yes. That's evidence. It's evidence that this is a poor, poor romance that is not going to last long. Anyway, to continue with this god-awful review, basically what happens next is, you know, they fight lots of people, and he tries to clean up the streets some more. Everyone likes him, and blah, 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 blah. You get the gist. He kicks some ass, even though he doesn't, and he fights like a tortoise, and there's bad special effects, cheesy acting, horrible script, boring plot. The plot is incredibly boring. It was made in 2012, so it was probably trying to rip off of the ideas from Kick-Ass, and it didn't do a good a job. It's so bad that... You know what? No, I'm actually gonna show you the first 3 seconds of the movie. You know how usually... Hold on. Are you ready for this? You know how usually people show, like, who owns this movie? Who's the production company behind this? Watch. This is the first 3 seconds. Silver Nitrate. Badass. Silver Nitrate, you should be damned. This movie was one of the worst action movies I've seen in my life. I'm dead serious. They should be shot on the spot for ever playing this movie ever anywhere. This was made in 2012. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's not even good in the least bit. It's supposed to be an action comedy, but usually it takes itself more seriously than ever, and when it does come to a quote-unquote comedy part, it's not even comedic at all. It's really stupid and just corny and dumb. I'm not very good at saying words that are smart. I can't articulate words very well, and I can't use a whole bunch of amazing dictionary words. But I can tell you this in terms that you will fucking understand. This shit is dumb as fuck. I'm trying to think of a joke right now. Let's see how this one goes. Why did they call this movie Badass? They should call this movie This Ass is Bad. This is as bad as ass. That's even better. I'm gonna keep that one. This movie is not badass. It's as bad as ass. And not the good kind. The flat kind. The one with Charlie Murphy. I don't know what happened there. I really don't know. I'm gonna go seek professional help from this emotional scarring that this movie has brought onto me by its complete, utter lack of decency towards myself. Like, favorite, subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying Crappy Movie Saturday, and I'm glad that you guys think that I'm a good person because I am not lied, and I've put out an episode every single Saturday, and I will continue doing so. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta get back to watching some more shitty movies. And hopefully I'll see you guys again in the future. Adios.